Why do humans drink? Is it just a social habit? Or is it an ancient survival instinct coded deep into our DNA?
Alcohol wasn't invented in a modern lab. Millions of years before civilization, nature was already brewing it by accident.
They didn't know the science behind it, but they definitely felt the effects of natural fermentation. Evolutionary scientists call this evolutionary link the Drunken Monkey Hypothesis. The strong scent of ethanol, or alcohol, allowed primates to locate scarce fruit from huge distances across the forest. More importantly, fermented fruits were packed with double the caloric energy, helping our ancestors survive harsh food shortages. Around 10 million years ago, a critical genetic mutation occurred, creating a special enzyme to process alcohol safely. Without this new enzyme, the toxic alcohol would have easily poisoned them instead of providing valuable nutrition. Humans who could digest fermented fruit survived, passed on their genes, and outcompeted those who couldn't. This means our modern relationship with drinking isn't just a choice, it's a deep-seated survival instinct from our past.
Fast forward a few million years. To the agricultural revolution, humans stopped wandering and started farming grains.
But grain left out in the rain will sprout, ferment, and turn into a murky, bubbling liquid, the very first accidental beer. By 10,000 BC, in Mesopotamia, women were the primary master brewers, turning this accident into a deliberate craft. In fact, the oldest surviving written recipe in human history isn't for bread or meat, it's for a Sumerian beer. It became so valuable in ancient Egypt that the laborers who built the Great Pyramids were paid a daily ration of beer.
It also became the ultimate social glue. People drank from the same communal pot, using long reed straws to build trust.
But why didn't they just drink water? Because living in cramped early cities meant local rivers were highly polluted and full of deadly bacteria. They didn't understand germs yet, but the intense boiling required to make beer naturally sterilized the liquid. Because of this accidental boiling process, drinking weak, low-alcohol beer was significantly safer than drinking the local water. Because it was the safest thing to hydrate with, everybody drank it. Even small children drank small beer with their breakfast every morning. Moving to ancient Greece, alcohol stopped being just a safe drink. Wine became deeply tied to deep thought, philosophy, and intense debate. They held symposiums, elite drinking parties, where the greatest minds of the time gathered, specifically to drink and solve complex problems together. But to stay sharp, they strictly diluted their wine. Drinking it pure without mixing 3 parts water was considered dangerously barbaric. The Roman Empire took it further. They produced massive amounts of cheap wine to distribute to the citizens, using it as a direct tool for political control. When Rome collapsed, Europe plunged into the Dark Ages. The advanced knowledge of brewing and winemaking was saved by a surprising group. Christian, inside isolated monasteries, monks treated brewing like a holy science, refining recipes and making the highest quality drinks in the world. They also made a massive discovery, adding a flower called hops. Hops acted as a natural preservative, allowing beer to last much longer. This preservation was crucial because the world was about to get much bigger. The age of sail had begun. Sailors spending months at sea faced a huge problem. Fresh water stored in wooden casks turned green, slimy, and toxic within weeks. The British Navy solved this by mixing their water with rum and lime juice. This drink, grog, accidentally cured sailors of the deadly disease, scurvy. Then the Industrial Revolution hit. Alcohol production moved out of small local farms and into massive, highly efficient factories. This created an explosion of cheap, extremely high-potency spirits. Entire cities, like London during the gin craze, fell into absolute social chaos and crime.
Society reached a breaking point. Angry citizens formed the temperance movement, declaring war on the bottle to save society.
When World War I broke out, governments used it as an excuse. They argued that grain shouldn't be wasted on brewing when soldiers needed bread. In 1919, the United States took the ultimate step. They passed the 18th Amendment, making alcohol completely illegal nationwide. But the law didn't stop people, it just drove them underground. Thousands of illegal, secret clubs known as speakeasies opened up. Because it was illegal, criminals took over the supply. Small-time crooks quickly became massive, violent crime syndicates practically running the cities. They built incredible smuggling networks, bootlegging spirits across borders and oceans faster than the government could catch them. When they ran out of real liquor, they made fake stuff in bathtubs, using dangerous industrial chemicals that literally blinded and killed people. By the late 1920s, it was clear the law was a total disaster. Crime was out of control, and the government was bleeding tax money. When the Great Depression hit, the government desperately needed jobs and tax revenue. In 1933, they passed the 21st Amendment, ending Prohibition forever. From a prehistoric survival hack to a highly regulated global industry, our complex relationship with alcohol is quite literally written in our DNA. If you enjoyed this strange trip through history, please hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe. Click the video on your screen for another mind-blowing topic. See you next time.